This is John for John's Beat and the Everyday Fan Sports. I'm here on the beat. I have Abbey Cheek. How are you, Abby?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Let's start off by how did you get started in softball?
I actually just grew up playing. My sister, I have an older sister, so she was playing, and I just like kind of just hopped in earlier than normal. So I always played up with her. So from then on, I just continue to play.
And you grew up in South Carolina.
Yes.
How did you decide? I know you were a top high school prospect. How did you decide on Kentucky, University of Kentucky?
Just playing travel ball and stuff. They came out and watched me, recruited me, and just showed the most interest. And I went on campus, fell in love, and that's kind of how it happened.
And when you were in Kentucky, you were an offensive juggernaut. You had several records there. I know all home runs and player of the year and all that. But you also have a defensive award your last season. How much does that mean to you? Because I think a lot of people just view you or see you mostly as offense, but you're an excellent defender.
Yeah, defense obviously throughout my years got better and better. I mean, I don't know. I like to know that I am a good defender. Yeah, people do know me as a good hitter, but um, defense obviously calms me down a lot. So I think being able to do well in that category was just amazing, especially at the Division 1 level.
So I'll ask you then: a defensive gem of the day or game-winning home run? Which gets you going? Or
Oh, probably the home run.
okay, it probably will get more cheers, but the defense is massively important. But
Right, yeah.
then you went on to play pro ball with the Chicago Bandits. I saw you here up close.
Mhm.
Did you know that you'd be drafted? Is there any like how did that process work? Is there any talks to you, or was it a surprise?
Well, I think back then, like I feel like it's been so long, a long time, but um when my senior year, like obviously the coaches asked like if we wanted to play professionally, kind of because some seniors just kind of want to be done and move on. So I think if you're really like interested, obviously your name, if you do well, like that will bring you like and your name out there. But I think as long as like you show interest, like 'cause I know that my coaches asked me like, "Do you want to play?" And obviously I said yes. So that's how we went about it, honestly.
And you were NPF Rookie of the Year. Outstanding way to start your career. At the Bandits ballpark, I'm gonna it's kind of a strange question, but at the Bandits ballpark, during batting practice, I know you hit monster home runs. Did you guys ever like? There's always talk about can somebody hit one onto the expressway. Did you guys ever just really, or especially you, ever just really hitting big shots like anywhere near that?
Yeah, I remember a couple of home runs that I had during the actual games. They never actually hit the freeway, but some of them would roll up kind of near the freeway. But I know at practice, a lot of us would try to hit the freeway, just like for fun. But I think the closest one I remember it was in the championship series, I believe, against the Pride. And I think it like rolled close to it. I don't think it got to it, but it rolled pretty close to the freeway.
I had to wonder because it just seems like a natural thing, especially during
Yeah.
batting practice. But you came close during the game. Now you played a little. You played a season in Japan. How was that experience?
It did. Well, as we were just talking about defense, I didn't get to play defense there, so I was just a hitter down there or over there. But I think honestly that opened my eyes up to really understanding how much I cherish defense, just because I got to take my mind off of hitting, and when I was over there, the only thing I thought about was hitting. So it was definitely a challenge being over there. The strike zone's way different. Just learning kind of like how to play over there. But I ended up getting hurt while I was over there. So I ended up finishing out the season. I did pretty decent for um, being my first like time over there, but I will say that I enjoyed it, but I didn't get to experience the whole thing because it was during COVID. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, COVID kind of put a damper on it, lots of things. Um,
yeah,
and you just finished your first season with the Women's Pro Fastpitch. I was down there in
yes,
Peoria. I saw a few games. I loved it. I mean, you guys filled the house down in Peoria. Can you talk a little bit about that experience?
yeah. Coming off this summer, it was definitely challenging because we were playing the same team over and over. But I really do believe that Chamberlain has like really good intentions for the league, and I think it's going to eventually grow more and more. So it was definitely an honor to be the first team, the first girls to be out there, especially to start the new league. Um, I can't say nothing more like about how amazing like obviously my experience was this summer. But I was just happy to be back out on the field and getting to play no matter who it was against. Yeah, it was hard, but it was definitely fun, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the WPF.
Well, like this season was an exhibition, but I know they've added a new team now in Oklahoma City. I assume they're
Mhm.
going to add at least one more team to keep an even balance. Um, Next season, I assume is going to be a regular season. Have they announced anything about that yet?
No, they haven't announced anything yet, so we're kind of just waiting on to see what it's going to be like. But I mean, yeah, we know that one team in Oklahoma was added, so we're hoping we get a couple more people. And if we do, I think it's gonna the definitely it has great opportunities, and it's gonna be especially traveling this summer and going to those places and the events that we had. Um, it was just amazing to see the fans and how great. I mean, the atmosphere was crazy, especially like you said in Illinois. Like that was really big. We had a lot of people there. I mean, even in Evansville, we had like over 5,000 people every day. So it's just amazing to see how it's working. And I think as long as we stick with it and we got through this season, so I think we can get through anything else that's thrown at us.
And do you plan on returning?
I don't know yet. I haven't made a full decision yet, but I hope so. Yeah, I haven't said yes or no, but I'm hoping that I get to go back. Yes.
Well, I'm hoping you do too, and I'm hoping that my real hope would be that there would be a team in Chicago, so we'd see you guys more often. But at
Yeah,
least hopefully you'll come back to Peoria or somewhere close to Chicago. But you've also gotten into coaching.
I do. Yep.
And when did you realize you wanted to at least try coaching?
Well, I mean, I went to school for sports management, so basically, I wanted to coach, and I knew I wanted to coach. Just didn't know like kind of what route I wanted to go. And I think once I chose the job I'm at, which is a smaller Division II school, it's near home, and I got to like kind of be around my family and stuff. So it's been nice. I'm starting my second year now, so um, just it's just different on the like I'm big on if you preach it, you got to do it. So like after last year, like just going to play this summer, like just the things that I would say to the girls, like if I'm gonna say it, I need to do it as well as a player. So it was really cool to play this summer and just especially like the girls, obviously that I'm coaching, so they got to see and like experience what I did. Not only that, but like I also got to live and like feel like what I say to them, it's not as easy as I say it, which I know as a player, but just like after I say it to them, like I feel like I have to definitely do it like in the back. So I don't know. I liked it my first year. I'm here again for my second year, and I'm excited for the new year. We have some good kids coming in. So
Do you think coaching has helped you as a player at all? Is there anything you picked up from coaching that you could, take on the field?
yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, like just on and up to what I not only what I say, but like hearing like obviously my boss, the head coach, talk about things like just all I've known is like what I learned at Kentucky, and obviously previous to that, like my travel ball coach and all of that. but like just learning a new perspective on different things. Because obviously people see things differently. Just seeing Division II, like I say, our conference is like the SEC in Division I. So like it's just cool to see like we have really good kids that just wanted to focus more on school but kind of play softball like or play a sport like on the back burner. Not really focus more on their sport. So I think it's cool to see like how our league is so good, how our conference is so good. So I mean, it's been different, obviously, from my eyes from being at Kentucky to coming here. But I think it's been like people always say you have to go to Division I. No, like there's a lot of good schools like in Division II and the III and JUCO. Like some people aren't ready just to jump on like board to Division I, but you can always get there, is what I say.
And I mean, you're a great player. You've been a great player for a long time. Is it sometimes challenging to try to translate that to younger players who might not have the skills that you have?
Yeah, I mean, it can be challenging, but I'm not a big person on that's gonna uh say much about myself. I don't like to talk about myself, but when it comes to my players and what I expect from them, I try to break it down. And if they don't understand, which they know me pretty well, if they don't get something I'm saying, they can just like come to me and ask like if I can say it a different way or explain it a different way, whatever it is, or show them, even like get in my stance and show them. But I think it's challenging, but I think from me giving lessons before I started coaching, it's kind of got me ready for that aspect of it. So it's not as challenging as I thought it would be. But like, I guess like Division II, like we don't study the pitchers as much as like we did in Division I. So that's a little different. But our kids just, they don't need, like, they don't have to do that. They don't need to do that. They just go in there and more of them being relaxed. Cause if they try to do all that, they'll think way too much and get crazy. But it's just kind of learning your team and each girl and what they want. So I don't think it would be like, it's not like hard, but it's kind of like coaching.
And does your team play fall ball?
Yeah, we do. We have a couple games actually this fall. We're actually going to be playing at Furman, and then at Clemson, we're going to play like an exhibition game against Clemson, and then we're going to host like a team here. So
Cool. Yeah, I always look for it. It's like the last gasp of summer for me to catch the fall ball around here. So, but before I let you go, is there anything you want to follow you on social media or your team on social media?
yeah, that's fine. You can follow us on my social media, and then obviously it's Limestone Softball. So,
Well, we wish you good luck, and we'll be following your career. We'll be cheering for you, of course. Once a Bandit, always a Bandit. And
right.
I really hope to see you next season, whether it's in Peoria or somewhere else. If it's anywhere close to Chicago, I will be coming down there, and I hope to see you there. And I really, really appreciate your time. And thank you really for everything you did in Chicago when you were with the Bandits. You were super cool and gave us so many highlights. We loved watching you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eb. You have a great afternoon.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.